Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Hello.
The fuck? Gritty. Man.
He's practicing for his next life as Chippendale dance.
Hey, niggas gotta eat.
What?
Welcome back.
What are they eating?
Well, if you're the Eagles, you ate some commie dicks last night.
With a Heineken on the side.
Ooh. Wow.
Tell me how they let that man celebrate on the plane with Busch Light and then coach.
This is going to be an interesting show.
Anyway, welcome back.
Nobody likes the undefeated, Kweku. It's just how life goes. Nobody likes the undefeated. So we're going to dance on your grave today.
You just don't like the Eagles, Rex. It's personal. It's all good. But let's keep it going.
Nah,
no, it's personal for Rex.
Just
Rex hates the Eagles, and I'm not even in your division.
No, I just hate the undefeated teams. If it was the Patriots, I hate them too. If it was the Colts, I hate
the Ravens, you would have been making more noise than I am. But let's keep it going.
Fucking yeah, you were being humble. You should have enjoyed it for 8 weeks.
Why should I make noise? It's the NFL. You can't be undefeated. This ain't the 72 Dolphins. Let's keep it pushing.
Hey, Predator, get your code correct, man. You fading in and out.
Yeah, we're back. Week 10 just wrapped up. Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast. 6 panelists representing 6 different teams. Tony for the Colts.
Minos for the porn star Jimmys of the 49ers.
Rex for the Baltimore, well rested and back at it for week 11.
Ebo, Aaron Rodgers.
Die. New England clam chowder.
Kweku, Mr. 8-1, still leading the NFL, aka all the haters are waking up now that the Eagles have lost the game.
Got that Terrell Owens record, huh? Okay. Anyway, welcome back. We're gonna jump right in. I didn't arrange the schedule to go by winners and losers then, so I guess we're just gonna go game by game as the outline as we have it. We're gonna go right in to the Dallas Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers once again.
Oh man,
Dallas Cowboys 31-28. Damn.
What else is there to say? It's Rodgers Cowboys. It doesn't matter how bad he's playing. It doesn't matter his record. He hears the Dallas Cowboys. He transforms into MVP mode. Bastard. Just can't wait for him to retire, man.
Yeah,
but
might have had a word.
Tell him how you feel.
Yeah, Cowboy Nation. Somehow we expected this, you know. All week we were like, it's still Rodgers. I mean, it can't be this bad. It's still Rodgers. And we were right.
You were right indeed.
It was still Rodgers.
Damn,
we lost this game on defense pretty much. It was Rodgers threw the ball 20 times and he played overtime. 20 times and he played overtime. They run the ball like 40-something times. Our run defense has gone from average to terrible. We can't stop the run, and teams know it, especially on the edges. Oh my goodness! It's like they're getting 4 yards, 5 yards every attempt. I'm like, dude, how are we ever gonna rush the passer?
It's real peak, huh?
Oh, it's terrible.
Rush the passer if the ball ain't there.
No, I'm like, if he's getting 5 yards on first down, we're never getting on third down.
The craziest part is I haven't seen that man throw a ball in so long, and then in one game, I see Christian Watson, Randy Moss, you guys, and he has suspect hands. That was his.
Wait, he dropped his first 2 passes and still went off.
That's his MO. Like he catches and he drops. He catches and he drops since college.
Teammates' defense is suspect, and their wide receiver depth. Look at how dependent he was on Christian Watson for the game.
I know. I mean, if you can't stop the run and you're committed 9 people to the box, the integrity of the defense is compromised.
Yeah, something's got to give in the passing game.
Like on play action, and he's super fast. So play action, if you bite for that run fake, no, he's gone.
Yeah, because he's like he's one of those 4-3 type guys. Yeah, so he's fast. He is fast, and he's actually pretty tall. So
still, it was 28-14 in the fourth quarter.
Costa steps up, throws a fluttering ball. Ball got tipped, intercepted by Talanoa Hufanga.
My bad.
Wow. Okay. To Hufanga, but yes. Back to Abel.
I had ESPN open.
We were up 2 touchdown scores going into the fourth quarter. Now, here's a fun stat for Rex. Cowboys in their history were 195-0 when going up 2 scores into the fourth quarter.
I saw that.
Not this time.
Damn.
Saw that.
195-0. Franchise history.
That's wild, bro.
Well, you hadn't done it against Aaron Rodgers, so it's Rodgers. He's part owner of the Cowboys.
But even at 28 and
he said
14,
he's part owner of the Cowboys.
Even at 28 and 14, he had only thrown 7 passes.
Yeah, he only threw 20 the whole game.
20 in the game. Like the defense was just compromised.
And
maybe they figured something out. Aaron Rodgers said it no more. Let's run the ball and let him be a game manager.
I know. You saw him at the sidelines yelling at his coach, like, effing run the ball. He was like, effing run damn ball. I was like, whoa.
I was like, yo, my arm's not doing it. Let's run the ball, man.
Right. Don't be calling no pass plays.
No, I don't want to throw nothing today, man.
I mean, on offense, again, Kellen Moore, we're also getting 5 yards a clip on the ground. Tony Pollard is killing him. And he doesn't stick to the run.
You guys don't have wide receivers, though. I mean, that's the.
But we don't, and he still wants to throw.
Besides CD, honestly, I mean, I hate talking about refs, but I think like that pass where I think that was a hold.
Yeah, that PI. It was definitely PI.
You know what?
I mean, about refs, but
I don't like talking about refs because they screw every team up every week. So
they screw.
It's what they do. It's like they're just standing there and they're like, "Oh shoot, I got to get my quota in. I got to throw 3 flags." They're gonna be like, I didn't do anything.
Get my quota in.
Oh, like cops at the end of the month with tickets.
Yeah.
But they're gonna say, "I'm just taking a paycheck and not doing my job."
If I was a football player, I would have done what that dude did last week. Just hit one of the refs with the ball, like boom, hit him in the head.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what they do. So
act like you're throwing that joint, like the youngest yard. Act like you're throwing that joint and boom, hit his ass.
Just act like that DB for the Vikings.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him how you really feel. It's one loss, quick. Just relax.
I'm not talking about. No. I'm not talking about the Eagles. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
In general, I'm talking about that particular play.
Oh no.
I'll be honest. As much as I can't stand the Cowboys, even when they played us, I said it 2-3 weeks ago, like in the words of Rex. Go look at the tape. I said it 2-3 weeks ago.
No, that
fourth down was a catch on CeeDee Lamb's part. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean the Rams do this. They do this to us constant, but I don't think that's
y'all pay the Rams. They don't do it to y'all all the time.
No, they do it all the time.
Jerry Jones be paying y'all off.
Yeah, but that's not why we lost.
That's not why we lost.
Actually, to be honest,
that's not why you lost.
There are very few times where you can say 1 or 2 calls.
No, I was just gonna say we lost because our run defense sucked. Pretty much. Because on offense, we still put up 28 points. CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, if they can just run some freaking routes, right? CeeDee Lamb, I love him. He's not a number 1 wide receiver.
He's regressed.
He's not.
He needs to be tough. I think the thing is this. I think his mental toughness is not.
He's a 1B.
His mental toughness is not there.
He can't run option routes.
He's a 1B guy,
right?
I noticed that like a year or two ago.
Keep him in the slot.
Any routes
Keep
where
him
he
in the slot.
has to read the defense, the coverage, forget it.
Keep him in the slot. You need to keep him in the slot. No, CD Lamb is not that tough.
He's not a number one. He can't.
He's not tough like that.
Like the second pick from Dak was the same exact pick that happened in the Chicago game before the Bears. Safety
at the beginning of the season.
Supposed to cross in front of the safety.
Said it at the beginning of the season. The man doesn't have a dog in him, but we'll find out.
Not.
Said
it
at the beginning of the season.
He's not
a legit. He's not a legit number one.
He's a solid two.
He's not a legit number one. He was in Oklahoma, but he's not a solid number one.
He's a solid number two.
They gotta keep him.
Best receiver holds CD Lamb's jock strap.
He's a 1B.
Please, bring him to us. We beg. Give him. Give.
Man, please.
But yeah, that's saying. I mean, shit. We had a 2 touchdown lead going in, and the defense that's supposed to be our strength of the team blew it.
Man, I wanted y'all to win that game.
Good job.
But y'all gotta win the next one.
So now the teams that I don't want.
You gotta win. You gotta beat Minnesota, man.
I know. Now Tampa looks like they're getting revived. Now Green Bay looks like they got something.
Green Bay's going back down, man. Come on.
We should have put that nail in that coffin. But
yes, should have. But your corners kept getting burned by Watson, and y'all folded when it was crunch time.
Don't worry, you got Cousins next week.
I was going to say, what's the outlook going forward? What do you think?
Gonna beat
the outlook going forward, the players. I mean, Parsons came out. He called out people on the run game. Coach is like, rushing the passer is a privilege now on this team because folks are just jumping gaps trying to get sacks. So he's like, going forward, it's stop the run. We're not focused on rushing the passer because teams come in and they're not throwing. Everybody's going like 20 pass attempts. They're like, just run it. Just run it.
It's that time of the season, though. This is the time of the season when they start run the ball. Because like, you're getting into the...
Yeah, if you look at our pass rush, it makes sense. You don't want to be throwing the ball against our pass rush. And our corners don't like to tackle. Trayvon Diggs, I love him, but he's not going to come up and tackle.
I thought they were going to put...
He can run on the edges on us.
I thought they were gonna put Trayvon on what's the name that rookie?
The Watson? They put Trayvon on Lazard.
Lazard, I would have switched it up because the way he was going, I don't think Joseph couldn't handle him though.
Joseph's a backup.
It wasn't like it was back to back.
Yeah, Lazard.
Nah, but when it gets that Lazard could go up, but Lazard is in and out. But when it got after 2 touchdowns, you gotta shut that person down.
I think coming in, they were like,
and then leave Lazard open against the backup that can't cover the.
No, just get a safety out top. Get a safety out top.
The safeties were in the box trying to stop the run.
It's easy to couch coach.
It's
easy to couch coach.
They couldn't stop the run
against Aaron Rodgers.
That's the problem.
That's why he was so open. They couldn't stop the run. So committing more people. You can't just pick someone out of the box now.
Then put a safety up top. Just keep running.
What's the guarantee that Lazard is gonna go off?
Lazard is a more
He's the one Rodgers trusts.
He's more complete.
Do you want to find out?
Right. He's a more complete. It's like saying, AJ Brown is not having a really good game, so I'm a double Smith and leave the threat of AJ Brown going off.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened when we get to mine. That's what happened. When he got nicked, they double teamed Smitty.
He got nicked. He got hurt.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about an injury versus a two healthy.
Nah, he got nicked. That's what I'm saying.
But that's getting hurt.
That's getting hurt. When you're both healthy, I don't think any team with a sensible mind will take off their number 1 receiver from AJ Brown. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but if Maul looks, if Smitty's good, I mean, anyway, I don't want to talk about.
I wouldn't have done that. I think ultimately
they did the best they could because they couldn't stop the run. It didn't matter.
There you go. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's been the problem. If your run defense is compromised, the integrity of the defense is compromised.
Everything is compromised.
Yeah.
Can't stop the run, you're done.
Yeah. Exactly. So.
Running, being able to run the ball does more things than just move the ball. It eats up the clock. It keeps the defense on the field, makes them tired. It leaves your offense on the sideline, makes them cold. They are not as productive when they come in, and they're also eager to score because they've been out for so long. If you can't defend the run, it messes up the whole
everything.
team.
Especially when you're getting like 5 yards a clip.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is also demoralizing. That's also demoralizing. You're tired. You start to jump off sides. Like everything starts to fall apart if you can't stop the run.
But now you're dropping safeties to help with the run.
Yeah, and then you're leaving Christian Watson up top for 3 touchdowns.
The least play action fake. Everyone is sinking in.
Yep.
Dallas is not a cold team. That's the other part.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. They just have to adjust.
It's just Rodgers,
they need
man.
to stop the run because people will keep doing it.
He said it's just Rodgers, man. Fuck that guy.
Rodgers got beat by Detroit. Rodgers got beat by Detroit.
Bro, Rodgers can be beat by Alabama. If he plays Cowboys next week, he's going to go off.
He needs weapons.
I would say this. This is the thing about Rodgers. And we actually talked about this on Friday. We're like, the thing about Rodgers is like he's not looking good, but we all know deep down he can switch it on like that. It can change any given day. And it just happened to happen on Sunday against the Cowboys.
One article I read was like Cowboy fans and Green Bay Packer fans should both be pissed. Because if I'm a Packer fan, I'll be like, yo, you can play like this and you be playing this whole season.
No, but to be fair, Christian Watson was out for weeks.
But he had dubs. He's had like it doesn't matter. Like you could be this accurate and you've been throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like he looked disinterested in other games, but this game he was like locked in.
He was locked in.
Yeah.
So he does not like the Cowboys.
I know. Anyway,
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, no. Next week division game. We'll talk about that on Friday. It should be an interesting one, because when you division games form out the door.
No, we're going against the Vikings.
Oh, it's Vikings next week.
They got Vikings, man. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
And then we got Giants on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you got this, boy. You're gonna win. You're gonna beat the Vikings. Don't worry.
Oh, you about to be 0-3 in 3 weeks,
bro. Never.
Fuck that. They beat in the Vikings, but the Giants will take care of them. So it's all good. You gotta beat the Vikings.
You want that number 1 seed, huh?
The Eagles, there's more L's coming. So you hope that the Vikings will get L, so you still have a 1 seed.
Yeah,
the Vikings are a better looking team than the Eagles now, and that's why you're nervous. I know that's why you want other teams to be your dirty.
About the Vikings, I just want them to lose. That's all.
All right,
if we can win 2 out of the next 3 games,
because the number 1 seed is under threat.
No, that's not it. I just want the Vikings to lose. That's all. We never. There's bad history with Minnesota.
That's when you know. That's when
you're trying to put me on the spot. Stop. Next one.
That's when you know somebody's panicking. When it's not
doing
bad.
Panicking. I just want.
When it's not doing bad, they're panicking.
It's not going bad.
If we could win 2 out of the next 3, and then 1 out of the next 4, and then after the bye we win 1 or 2 games, or we tie, then we're good. You lost 1 game. Chill out. You're good.
The Ravens. Fuck. We're probably gonna lose another one. Not next week. Let's go.
Why are you so mad?
All right.
Charlie, I'm not mad. You're just talking a lot. Let's keep it pushing.
Because the Eagles lost.
We will get to the Eagles. Hold it. We will get to the Eagles.
We're not getting to the Eagles. He keeps bringing up the Eagles.
We will get to them. Your game is going to be talked about.
I'm not talking about the Eagles.
We're going in order. We're going in order. So we're just gonna go to the next game, which was an interesting one.
How about them Eagles?
What's the game, Anthony?
Okay, talk about the Ravens.
25, Raiders 20. I actually missed that game. I saw the first quarter, but I ended up I had an NBA game that I was going to, and obviously my man flaked on me, John Morant. He was on load management, so
can I just say?
But he was right there.
He wasn't gonna play. You didn't listen.
Yeah.
You want to watch John Morant go to Philly?
And Josh McDaniels got out-coached by a guy who was a high school coach.
Yeah. Well, so like after the game, I went back, watched the highlights, extensive highlights, read about it, watched, pressers and commentary. And all he did, I think the major difference
to the score
was that
nothing. Carry on.
I think the major difference here was his coaching approach was a little different. Like, obviously he doesn't have any coaching experience, but the difference is with Frank Reich, he's more of like a baby cuddling type of coach, whereas Jeff is a more predicated on accountability. So he came in there, started calling people out. Yo, you guys need to do, like, you O-line, you're making all this money. You've been all pros. A bunch of you've been all pros for the last couple of years, and you've done shit this year. And I think a lot of the players took that personally, from what I'm hearing. And it actually showed in the execution. Like the offensive line, I even saw the highlights. I was like, yo, I haven't seen these holes since mid-season last week or last year. It was interesting to see. But we'll see if it's sustainable. Even the offense was moving the ball. Obviously, once the line starts blocking, what's his face has time to pass the ball. Matt Ryan has time to pass the ball. JT has holes. JT had a hell of a game, first time since the first game of the season. And he looks like he's healthy again because he had the burners. And then he was able to spread the ball around. Paris Campbell did his thing. The only thing that is still kind of apparent is even though they're turning the ball over less, they still had a turnover at the red zone.
But did you see how Pittman handled that though? That was very impressive.
Oh no! That was a second fumble. I'm talking about they actually lost
one before.
Yeah, like if they had scored, that game was on the verge of being a blowout. It would have been like a 17 or 20 point lead at that point, and then they fumbled the ball, and these guys got momentum and came back. But yeah, Pittman also fumbled. So you see those little tendencies are still there. They have to iron those out going forward. The defense did pretty well this year. As crazy as it sounds, the two defensive tackles are playing at a borderline all-pro level. Buckner and Grover Stewart they've been so amazing all year. It's just unfortunate that the offense hasn't been giving him anything to laud about, but they've been playing very well. We'll see. The thing about Jeff Saturday's approach is, he's just trusting his coaches and just holding everybody accountable. So we'll see how it goes. Next week, obviously, we play Kwaku and his boys in Indy, so we'll see how that goes.
Run the ball.
Yeah, of course. That's the approach. If we can run the ball, then we have a shot. But
the Eagles' run defense is iffy. You got
without Davis, right? So we'll see how that goes. And then going off the game into the reality, I was getting all kinds of texts, and I'm like, dog, you guys need to watch our podcast. I already talked about how this whole decision by Irsay. People were like trying to be like, oh, you like your coach, your owner is this. I was like, dude, if you didn't watch the podcast, I have nothing to tell you. Bottom line is, this could go both ways. If he does well going for the rest of the year and they do their interviews or people, this league is a league about results. So if he does well, people are just going to shut up and continue. If he doesn't do well, then when Irsay starts, even like coaches and stuff will even be hesitant to come because this is an insult. It's still a slap on the face of people that have put in their work, done their due diligence, earned their stripes, and just have been walked or looked over, especially in our current staff. The current staff has taken well to it. They haven't really been unprofessional because at least a lot of them have worked with Jeff Saturday on a consulting basis. So he was actually working with some of these coaches when Reich was there. So a lot of them, even if they were to feel some type of way, they're not really voicing it out, so to speak. But if it goes sour, it's going to be – I'm really curious to see how this interview process goes because I'm sure a lot of coaches will not want to coach. Yeah, or even want to take the interview because this is not football culture. It's, so we'll see how that goes. But sorry to be long-winded. That's all I have. This is also the most complete game I've ever seen this year. It was almost perfectly balanced. We rushed for over 200. We passed for over 200, right around the same cusp. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. Eagles on to the next, right?
Wait, so what's up with when it's Frank? You're like, I want to see the rookie quarterback Ellinger play, and then all of a sudden Saturday comes.
Oh, so what happened was
let's go back to Matt Ryan.
What had happened was at the beginning of the week, right?
Trying to fight a man.
You start practicing on Wednesdays, right? Isn't that when they actually start practicing?
Yeah, Wednesdays.
So Wednesday, Ellinger was the starter in practice.
Oh.
And Thursday, what's his face? Saturday was like, let me just see how Matt Ryan looks, because he's seen how Ellinger looked on Wednesday. He wants to give them a fair shot. So he saw Matt Ryan practice. Like, he went to ask the assistant coach, like, is this normal or is this just an anomaly? He's just back from injury, so he's just zipping the ball. Like, no, this is how we practice. Like, oh, all right. So he gave him more snaps on Friday because we practiced again on Friday. And after that, he was sold. He's like, all right, he's going to be the starter. He's clearly practiced better than Ellinger. He's been a better leader. That's what happened. That's basically what happened. And he even said it himself in his meeting on Monday or so. He actually spoke about how that whole thing went about.
Yeah. But I thought it was from the owner.
Everybody was like, wait, why? How is he the starter?
I thought it was from the owner. The owner wanted to see.
It was the owner. The owner was like, man, I'm tired of losing like this.
Yeah. And Jeff told the owner, you're on crack.
More or less.
They set up Frank, man. They set up Frankie.
Big time.
He's getting paid enough to just sit back and do nothing.
I won't be surprised if Frankie.
Hey, man. After a certain point, money is not everything.
Yeah, they set him up.
Yeah. But I even think, honestly,
this is career, man. This is what he's worked his whole life to be good at, and then he just.
It wasn't like the team's record was bad. They had won
was
like
bad.
3.
What are you talking about?
No, it was 3-1. They were like what, 2 games behind in the division.
It was bad, but it wasn't like crazy.
2 games behind in the division.
I think it was more about the performances than the actual record. Performances was just
the performances were pretty terrible.
We were dead last in offense in the league with an offensive coach. It doesn't make any sense. So something had to change.
We saw Ellinger, and how did that look?
I won't be surprised. Sam Ellinger played well his first game. The second game, he was brought down to earth. But I won't be surprised if Kweku's coach brings him in as some kind of consultant.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Not this. Oh, really? All right.
No.
Next year,
if this is the same person that Jeffrey Lurie was trying to get fired, no.
Who?
Jeffrey Lurie wanted him fired the year before we won the Super Bowl, and
you wanted Frank Reich fired?
Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but it looks like the Colts and the Eagles are just like bouncing coaches back and forth. So
the who and the Eagles,
coaches, quarterbacks.
Yeah, maybe the next head coach. If it's not Jeff Saturday, I could see one of the coordinators getting picked.
Nah, you know what?
I think Frank will definitely get another job. He's a
Frank will, but not
Jacksonville. He's going to be the OC.
Oh yeah, or even Doug Peterson. Exactly.
Nah, he's not going to be the OC. They have an OC there.
No, I think he'll start as a consultant.
Do they have an OC?
Yeah,
do they have an OC?
This
do they really have one?
Zach Taylor's brother.
Do they really have one?
I mean,
everybody has an OC.
Wait, stop. Doug Peterson calls the plays, but when you're in Doug Peterson's offense, you're an OC. You're just doing play management.
Concepts.
I
won't be surprised. I think you come back in a consulting capacity, and then
we'll see if Press Taylor gets a head coaching job, which I don't see happening, or if he finds a way to fire him, then Frank Reich comes in.
It should be interesting. Eagles come to Indy on Sunday, so we'll talk about that on Friday. But we'll see how that goes from there. I know your boys will be very pissed, but if he gets these guys motivated, you never know. Anyway, on to the next game.
The ball.
What's that?
Run the ball. The Eagles.
Yeah, that's it. Run the ball.
Y'all are funny, but keep going, man.
Chargers 16, 49ers 22. Beatles take the wheel, bro.
We should have had more, but we had a trip in the red zone.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Mitchell.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell busted his ass, and then at one point we threw a bubble screen when the read option had Debo wide open, and Debo even turned back like, "What do you mean I don't got the ball?" And there was nobody near him.
Wow.
So we could have easily had more instead of field goals, but overall, I love how my defense performed. I mean, they opened up the game, took a few risks, a little bit too much, and gambled. Our DBs gambled a little bit. You could clearly tell that we're missing a number 2 corner. Dimador Lenore he's solid, but you put him out on that island, he's different. And they went down on the field on us twice. Luckily, we were able to hold them to field goals towards the end, and we didn't give up any points in the second half. I think that's back-to-back games we didn't give up points in the second half.
I trust. Yeah.
Fred Warner is playing like a man possessed. Nick Bosa is just beating up anybody that's in front of him.
Absolutely.
Our linebackers being back until one got ejected for some bullshit. Doing quite well. But that ejection I thought was complete bullshit. The man is going on. He's already being hit, going on the ground. My guy's leading with the shoulder.
He's refs, man.
But if it was a running back,
it was a shitty ejection. It was.
Yeah, but if it was a running back, nothing would have happened. And they reviewed it and confirmed it. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. But that being said, our offensive line did well. I mean, Jimmy didn't fuck up. You see him now. I mean, last night he was at the Golden State Warriors games, and every single cheerleader came up to say hi, Jimmy. So
the cheerleaders' moms, dog.
Hey, Jimmy was still trap him down. I mean, shit. You saw what he used to do. Kiara Mia. Yeah. Porn star Jimmy. If we get porn star Jimmy back where he's, on his Tiger Woods from circa 2003, we don't make a run. Having Elijah Mitchell back was beautiful. McCaffrey is fast and quick, but E. Moore, man, he just hits that. Mitchell, he just hits that hole.
He's stronger too.
Yeah, and also, we had so many sets where we had Debo and McCaffrey in the backfield, and nobody knew what the hell was gonna happen. I mean, we had guards pulling the wrong way. I'm even watching this going confused as shit. So as long as we don't fuck up on offense, and hopefully I got my fingers crossed that maybe we can go out and get this, one wide receiver who's kind of out there since we have $7 million in cap space right now.
And Jimmy doesn't throw the ball.
Are you thinking about Odell Beckham?
That's exactly who he's talking about.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't throw the ball, man.
Did you see that throw that he put on Ray McLeod while he's scrambling to the right?
He had one throw where he scrambled to the right.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Amazing.
And you know what?
And then right after that, Herbert threw a super dive.
Herbert
Herbert pass that threaded.
Oh my god,
that shit was crazy.
That was dumb.
He does this once at least a game. Where you're
like some of his passes just don't make sense. Oh my god!
You can tell
rumor has it that like those are not necessarily the play calls. That's just an option. But if you give him a route tree with somebody running that option, he's going to let it go, whether the coach wants that or not. Like he said, he doesn't feel good if he doesn't get a deep pass in a game. Like
and at the end of the day, though, it's not like he's extremely reckless with the ball.
No. The kid is.
That interception that we had at the end was a tipped ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But that's why the refs got to protect him. They got to kick out people like Greenlaw trying to destroy the NFL. By taking
Yeah.
No, but I think the biggest difference maker for the Niners was seeing Trent Williams back. Oof.
Yeah, I peeped it. I
mean, we got
a problem.
He's a bad man. No, he's a bad man. When he's in the game,
him and Aaron Banks have, knock on wood, him and Aaron Banks on that left side have not given up a sack.
When he's in the game, you can tell like Niners run heavy to the left.
I mean, we try to switch it up and run to the right because McGlinchey gets beat like a little fucking stepchild every freaking time. So the guy's halfway up the field anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you saw one of the play that Mitchell tripped trying to get into the end zone. McGlinchey whiffed, and next thing you know, he was chasing the man down that tackled Elijah Mitchell. And they both landed on him. That's how beat he got. I was like, what the dude?
What happened to him, man?
What happened to I have no idea. Joe Staley retired. I don't know. He's been dog shit ever since. One year he tried to lose weight so he could be quicker, and then he was weak and getting blown off the ball. Then he puts weight on, he tears a quad. Man.
Trent Williams, he's a real deal, man. I still can't believe Washington let him go.
Dog, yeah. Wild. He's so good. But yeah, what's the outlook going forward, Minos?
I mean, the fact that Debo didn't get the ball in his hands until the third quarter and we were still moving the ball well.
Ayuk played well too, right?
No. He had an awful game.
I saw him make some key catches.
Why do you think he wants a wide receiver?
No. He didn't.
I saw him make some key catches.
He also had a fumble and he also had a drop in the end zone, wide open. Ball went straight through his arms. And he even admitted it after the game. He had some plays he wanted back.
I'd say though, this is probably his most consistent season, even with that said, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been okay so far.
Yeah, he just had a bad game. He just had a bad game.
I feel like Kittle should be doing way more in the receiving.
Why are you guys not involving Kittle in your offense?
They involve him in blocking.
The thing is this: Kittle has more fun, and he actually likes blocking more than he does receiving. And he's said that before. And the thing is, when we need him and Jimmy goes to him, he shows up and then he just beasts like 5 DBs.
Yeah.
He's the most complete tight end in the league. You just don't use him.
Sounds awesome.
They just don't use
him. Contract time, and then they are telling him you don't have production numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but here's the thing. He does so much in the run game, and then he does enough in the receiving game. All of his main injuries that he has had where he's been out have been because he will not fucking go down.
No.
So
I love that about him, though. It's like the traditional tight end.
I mean, people hit his legs, and you know what? If we're keeping him healthy to then have a blow-up game in the playoffs and do what he did against, like, the Saints years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. When he dragged, like, 4 guys.
I am just fine with that. But even that play, when that happened, I thought he tore some shit in his knee. Because he had motherfuckers hanging off of him like he's a gazelle.
No, that play was electric.
Trying to get some shit.
I felt like I was watching football in the 90s.
I wouldn't mind if he was getting a lot of like red zone targets because he's just a beast. You know what I mean?
Beast. He's so good.
You gotta feed him. You gotta give him something. You can't just have him out there blocking and running around.
Like they get in the red zone and he's not even featured. I'm like, wow.
Because
that's one thing I'm hoping going forward. Jeff Saturday kind of forces us to start doing, and so we have 3 people over 6'4", and we never target them in the red zone.
Well, check this. Would you rather have George Kittle, who's probably got an A blocking grade, blocking for Elijah Mitchell, Debo, or Christian McCaffrey, or do you run him in a route tree where maybe he gets double teamed and Jimmy throws off his back foot and gets and throws a pick 6?
I want to be entertained. I want to see the best athletes doing the shit that I'm watching TV to see.
Maybe you can find a blocking tight end in the 7th round.
Hey, we got Kittle in the 5th round.
Imagine I got Kittle stashed on my fantasy. He sitting here talking to me about his blocking.
Yeah, blocking.
I want to see that shit. Points? I want to see the man catch touchdowns.
Especially when we've seen him do it, like his first few years.
Like we know he can do it.
Exactly.
I'm saving it for the playoffs and all that shit. It's all good and nice. As a San Fran fan, you want to go far, but as a fan of football, fuck that. I want to see Kittle.
Exactly.
Hey, he doesn't have the cool touchdown dances like Kelsey, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Kelsey's cold too. I can't even lie. But yeah. Cool, man.
Kittle doesn't make his girl split half the bills though.
Well, now ex-girl. But yeah. Yeah. Commander, 32.
Drum roll.
Philly.
21.
Philly.
Mr. Illadelph, take the wheel, bro.
He's on it.
All right, so yeah, Mr. 8-1. Overall, it was. I don't know, man. I don't know where to start.
Lost for words.
Nah, I don't have a loss for words.
It was Jalen's purple suit.
So four turnovers, 7 penalties. I think this game really showed us 2 things. One, we really missed Jordan Davis because once he went down, everybody feels they could just run the ball against us. With the turnovers, the first one, which was an interception, usually it's a ball that A.J. Brown catches. He usually reaches for it. And if you look at the interception closely, he had his hands on the ball, but
he didn't see the safety. That's what he didn't.
I don't think. I mean, but the ball like literally fell in his hands, and the safety just snatched it. But usually, he's good at snatching the ball up in the air, and I don't know what happened over there. The second turnover, I can't remember what the second turnover was, but
the fumble. Was the Vasquez? What was his name?
That was the third one. That was the third one. No, Watkins was the last one. I can't remember the second one.
Was Goddard? Dallas.
No, Goddard was the third one.
Wait, Dallas Goddard fumbled.
Huh?
Yeah.
Goddard and Watkins both fumbled. Watkins.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm mixing it. Yeah, so the Dallas fumble, honestly, I mean, can't blame him for it, really. I mean, yeah, he fumbled the ball, but if you look at that, I mean, and I have a feeling even with that face mask thing, that rule is probably going to come back. That rule that was around 2 years ago where, like, if there was a foul, you could challenge it. I mean, or the coach could ask for a review. That was messed up. I feel like as bad as we played, we could have gotten back in the game, but that play right there is what probably sent everything downhill.
It does change the game, though.
Yeah, because like that was a blown call, and I honestly don't care. I mean, sometimes when you're reviewing, you see some shit like that, you just got to throw the flag. But it's all good. I mean, refs they'll miss a play here and there, but that was very costly. And then the Quez Watkins one. I mean, no, it was actually the Quez Watkins one too. That time of the game, I mean, you didn't see the safety. I get it, but at that time of the game, I probably would have just stayed down. But I mean, it was a good catch, but bruh, I think he was just looking at the end zone saying, I got it, and then dude, that was a good punch of the ball out.
Word.
Defensively, there were a lot of
hold on. Didn't this guy fumble as well?
Who?
Number 6.
Nah, Devontae didn't fumble.
No.
You have 3 fumbles.
There's 3 fumbles. I thought it was 4, but it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Devontae did not fumble.
Was one on special teams?
No. There was no special teams fumble. No. So it was 3. It was 3. Also, I think it was a lot of penalties. I mean, both on the defense and on the offense. That last play was, honestly, I understand both sides of the fence, but Brendan Graham was stupid for that hit because, I get it that maybe you weren't sure if Hassan Reddick touched him, but you were like 6 yards away and you could have slowed yourself down or throw yourself somewhere else unless Heineke was coming in your direction. I get that the ref didn't blow the whistle. Like, he threw the flag before he blew the whistle, but I mean, a defenseless hit is a defenseless hit.
Well, technically, can he blow the whistle because
they have to blow the play dead, but the knee kills the play.
Yeah.
Right.
But you also, once the ref saw that, he should have blown the whistle. At that point.
I mean, it was a ticky-tack.
It was a bad
ticky-tack call.
Yeah. It wasn't ticky-tack. It was
Brandon should have done that, but also there's a part
where he went down on the knee.
He just tapped him.
But defensive players are.
He didn't tap him. He went and drilled him into the ground.
He didn't drill him to the ground, though. He held him. He held him. Like, he held him, but I'm not saying it was right.
But did y'all see how high the referee threw that flag? It's like he was waiting for it. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He almost looks like him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm gonna meet my quota today.
You preach that shit. You preach that shit like an MLB motherfucker, dog.
Yeah,
he was like, being that you play football, you know one thing for sure.
Ready for that shit.
Defensive players play to the sound of the whistle. I mean, I get it, but the thing is that if he's put his knee down, it's like he was waiting for him to do it, and then, let me just throw this flag.
Yeah. Not only that, I feel like when the guy hit him, he tried to hold him, like keep him from falling.
That's what it is.
But Heineke was committed to falling and getting the flag.
But and that's what I'm saying. Brandon probably should have gone in another direction because I get it. Once your knee goes down, the play's there.
My only thing was Brandon had a step where he saw the knee. You could see him look at him take a knee, And
then
he
you just
still
go the other way. Yeah, that's what I'm
still
saying.
went
For
for
a
it.
13,
Yeah, that
I
was
would have
frustration.
expected
That was
Derek
the
Barnett to
frustration.
do something like that.
But for a
Not
vet
he.
like him, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No, but
saying.
you also don't expect that. You don't see that. A quarterback scramble in the background, running around trying to make a play, doesn't see a play, and then takes a knee. You don't see that. So I understand how it can fuck with you for a second.
It can, and it's different angles to look at it. Like I saw where Pat McAfee was looking at it, the way he looked at it. I saw how Skip Bayless was also looking
Please
at it.
don't bring Skip into this.
But it's different ways to look. It's different ways to look at it. And even for me,
Right.
just going back and looking at it, I'm like, bruh, I mean, honestly, he shouldn't have touched him.
He could have done better.
I also get it.
I
get
it. It was excessive.
I get it. But also, I mean, this is where sometimes you gotta hold the refs accountable. As much as I hate to put the refs on the spot,
I told you they screw.
It's one of these things where, like, it was a couple of other plays where I feel like they should have blown the whistle. But I'm not blaming the refs. In terms of the Eagles, I mean, the defense is really struggling to stop the run, and it feels like it's a formula that the last two games, like a lot of teams have used. Washington used it. Washington came prepared. I mean, Jonathan Gannon has no excuse. I'm sorry. You had like 10, 11 days to prepare for these guys. And you still, like, he was playing zone the whole time, playing relaxed. And, like, I mean, at one point, Slay was obviously getting beat by Scary Terry. And Slay will say it himself. Scary Terry is the toughest wide receiver he has to face in the division. So I would have gotten a safety up top, which they eventually were able to correct. And then CJ was able to get that interception. But
that was a dope interception.
Overall, I mean, I think that they're going to adjust. Eagles, I mean, one thing about this team compared to last year, they tend to adjust. And I'm not going to be on the pod on Friday because it's my wedding anniversary, but I think we're going to bounce back next week. This
Congratulations,
Sunday.
Man. This is what,
sure?
year 4?
Year 4, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get the bounce back. Yeah.
All right.
We're going to have y'all thinking about Jeff Saturday. No, you're not going to be ready. No, this is going to be it.
All right.
We got this.
Niggas is about to be Jason Witten next week, 8-2.
Your next coach, your owner is gonna be watching your
Jason
next
Witten.
coach.
I'll be calling you Jason Witten.
I would say
be
this
watching
though.
your coach.
Right.
I could come and watch you game at your house.
I will say this though, Kweku, and don't take it as
Oh,
I am a hater, but I'm not saying this because I'm a hater.
Yeah,
I'm saying this because you are about to face a better running back than you faced before. And your weakness is to run defense right now.
We're going to be prepared for that because right now, this is the thing with the Eagles. They've identified a weakness, and obviously 2 weeks in a row, they've run the ball against y'all. So
It's
you
funny
gotta
enough.
adjust.
It's funny because teams
easier
are
to say
doing
than do
what they're
sometimes,
doing to us, to the Eagles.
Yeah.
You gotta adjust. And the thing is, it's also about blitzing. Freaking JG wants to blitz.
I mean, we'll address it on Friday. You have a point, but like at the end of the day, like you guys are definitely you're a better team. You're playing better than us, but like
Jordan Davis needs to come back.
If this guy actually gets these guys playing, like people forget that the all-pro players on that line are still there. So if he actually gets them to play well and they open holes for Jonathan Taylor, it might be a long day. I'm just saying. But you definitely
if he doesn't play if he keeps playing that soft coverage, that's why he's in trouble.
Yeah. This is the first year since Quentin Nelson has been in the league that he's not an all-pro. And I think all-pro is the highest accolade you can get outside of MVP in the NFL. And since he's been in the league,
first team all-pro. Yeah.
Every year since he's been a first team all-pro. This year he sucked though. I'm not even gonna lie. He's been terrible. Even the center, Clark has also been an all-pro for like at least 2 out of the last 4 years. And then the right tackle has made second team. They've been playing. It's just this year, I don't know what the hell's going on. But from what I'm hearing,
last year he was second team. But yeah.
Oh, last year he was second team?
The first 3 years, first team, and four straight years of Pro Bowl.
Oh, Quentin Nelson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what I've been hearing is on the right, like they've been kind of like whenever they play awfully, he's always like, "No, you guys get it next week." They haven't been like real accountability, and I think this is the first time. So we'll see how real that is over time.
And also to add to the Eagles, sorry, since it's still a segment. Another thing too is they were not running the ball that much. I mean, how do you run the ball 24 times during the whole game when you have Miles Sanders? I think that's something that they'll probably need to adjust going into next week's game. I mean, I get it. Washington is stout. They're good when it comes to stopping the run. They gave us a hard time.
That D-line,
week 4. That D-line, the Payne and Allen, yeah, they
forget it.
They are legit when it comes to running it. So I can see where the Eagles will struggle running the ball and trying to get away from the run. But I think the run game comes back next week. That's why I think it's going to be a tough game.
But wait, weren't you guys playing from behind for a significant portion of the game?
We were, but what I'm saying is we could have taken that game. We could have won that game. It doesn't matter.
Just run the ball.
All I'm saying
run
is
the ball. This is the time of the year.
Look at what Rodgers did. They were down 2 scores and they were running the ball.
Grover Stewart
they didn't have a choice.
DeForest Buckner are no slouch either. So
no, they're not slouches, but Payne and Allen are on a whole different level.
No,
I mean, I know Buckner's not a slouch.
Can we be serious for a second? Let's stop with the joking right now, man. The Colts are not on the Eagles level, so let's stop talking about this. These guys are no slouch. If they win, amazing. But let's not talk like it's a threat.
No, it's not about levels, but you got to look at this is
the Colts.
We played Washington twice, so I know what
I don't know what you're talking about. It's about matchups. You're right.
It's about matchups. And you guys haven't matched up with anybody all season. All of a sudden, you beat the Raiders, and now you want to talk like, "Oh, we're back, baby."
We beat the Chiefs.
No, but with Abel and I, we know.
What are you talking about, Rex? We beat the Chiefs. That was a matchup
twice a year.
Washington is legit.
We play Washington twice a year. When it comes to the run, they're
up there. Yeah,
like if you listen to the podcast when the Eagles and the Cowboys played, I did mention, even though we lost, I feel like both teams exposed the other team's defense's weaknesses.
Yeah,
we did.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since that game, teams have been running against Cowboys and Eagles.
Playing that some prime time, man.
Teams just come in planning to run against the Cowboys and Eagles.
And that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, who's good?
That's the only way to slow down those defenses.
Yeah, because Jeff Saturday, I mean, I get it. It was an intern that called plays for the Colts, but I mean,
he's not an intern. He's just a young man.
Wasn't he an intern?
Interim.
No, intern. The intern was the one calling the plays.
I think he was the assistant quarterback's coach or something.
Yeah, he was. He was one of Reich's assistants.
But besides the point, what I'm saying is this: if things get tough, he's just going to throw the playbook out and just run the ball. Man, that's what it comes down to.
Don't get it twisted. You guys are still a juggernaut. I'm just fucking with you. But
I mean,
some of the matchups will be interesting.
So one interesting thing, Jimmy Johnson was on a local radio station in Dallas, and they asked him about the Eagles. And he made one interesting comment. He was like, the Eagles have such a unique offense that usually the first half, teams don't know what's coming. And they usually adjust. So you notice in the second half, Eagles don't score a lot.
They slow down,
Teams have adjusted to what they're seeing. So his comment was, it'd be interesting to see a team play them a second time. And this was the first time we've seen a team play them the second time, Washington.
You're not going to get like him Christmas Eve.
So the adjustment, they've already seen it before. So the adjustment was easier for them, right? It wasn't like...
Eagles are also going to adjust, though.
Eagles will have to adjust. I mean, this is the
they
first
will
time
adjust. It's not they have to. They will.
This is the first time they've gone through some adversity.
If it wasn't that freaking face mask thing, we probably would have scored. But anyway. That was a drive where I saw we're going to score.
Well played.
Kirk Chain's going to have your number in January.
But I'm also bummed because Dallas Goedert is probably out for a couple of weeks.
How long is he out for?
I don't know.
It's week to week, but I think it's gonna be like 3 to 4 weeks.
I can see them putting him on IR, just like,
awesome.
And then Avante Maddox is already on IR. So
who's your backup?
Some dude called.
Fantasy reasons.
There's Grant Calcaterra. There's Grant Calcaterra, and there's Eric Stoltz.
Who's Stoltz?
Not Eric.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
I can't remember his last name. Like I said,
Eric Stoltz, an actor.
Eric Stokes.
I'll tell you.
Is Cher gonna come out?
I don't know.
Is Cher gonna come out? Anyway.
Fantasy games.
Let's move to the other games.
I bet you already put that fantasy waiver in there.
Oh no, I didn't.
I have a higher waiver claim than anybody.
I have another good tight end.
I don't need him. I have a Kelsey, so I actually don't need a tight end. But
it's Eric Stoll, Jack Stoll. Yeah, Jack Stoll.
Yeah.
I have the Buffalo tight end. I don't need to put a. So I'm good.
Anyway, let's move to the other game since we had 2 buys this week. Seattle 16, Tampa 21 in Germany.
Hey,
man, Julio Jones still got some wheels on it. You see how he was running on that touchdown?
Yo,
I was like, yo, man got some wheels.
We got that stem cell treatment in Germany.
No way.
Bro, I didn't know he still had that kind of speed.
Yeah, you know the boy looked at the following week was like, oh, it's a bye week. I can go all out.
Exactly.
Hey.
He's having surgery on his knees right now.
Yo, Brady saw his ex-wife on vacation with a new man, and he had to turn back the clock.
Antonio Callaway is going to Dallas.
Brady's actually happier now.
But yeah, Broncos 10, Titans 17. Procedural game.
Let's ride.
Let's ride, Broncos Nation.
Oh, man. What's their record?
Shit for $265 million.
I think they're definitely in the top 10 of the draft at this point. I think.
Wow. You know what's funny? I saw something today where it says if the Broncos had scored 18 points in every single game, they'd be like 8-2 or something.
So that means that pick is Seattle's then, right? Didn't they trade that?
Yeah. Seattle has like a bunch of picks coming from
Seattle's about to turn shit on in the next few years.
Yeah. Wow.
And they don't even need to draft a quarterback. That's interesting. If Geno continues to play the way he's playing.
Yeah.
Nah, I still draft one, but
I mean, if
they win the division, how are you gonna draft a quarterback in the first round?
Yeah,
because he's gonna
the opportunity comes, you're gonna draft one. You know,
you sure?
I think Geno is in his 30s, right? So
yeah, Geno ain't young anymore.
Yeah, he ain't. But I don't know.
Cleveland 17, the Fins 39. Oof.
I mean, we saw that.
Miami is on fire.
Man, Miami can run the ball too.
Next week? Is it next week that Watson comes, or is it the following? 12.
He's able to practice this week.
He's practicing this week. He plays the following week.
12. Okay, so
suspended for 11 weeks, so he comes in week 12.
Yeah, I mean the Dolphins getting Jeff Wilson from us, man.
He's already balling.
Bro, he's such a difference maker.
I know, and man, he wasn't going to play much, so we did right.
Miami is scary because they can run the ball and they can throw
defense
it
is still iffy though.
Did Chop play?
Chop, he played. Chop played.
He did.
Yeah, Chop played.
Probably going to take him a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Jaguars 17, Chiefs 27. I guess we kind of anticipated that, right?
Man.
I mean, it was still closer than what I thought it would be, but
man, Trevor Lawrence, man. Is this the second year?
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. You know what? He got a red shirt year, man. You can't count that Urban Meyer shit.
I can.
I think Doug Peterson. I mean, I don't know. I thought Doug Peterson. I mean, Carson bounced back in his second year, so who knows?
And then he fell off a cliff.
Again, right now, he hasn't outplayed Minshew. So
Carson is probably done in Washington. Damn.
Is he? They said he's coming back next week.
Oh
yeah, but they're probably not just gonna run. No
way.
Heineke's winning.
No way.
And here's the thing: if they switch to Carson Wentz, Ron Rivera is going to lose the locker room.
Yeah.
Whenever the Redskins won when Carson played, did you see anybody being happy with Carson? Nope. They got this man Heineke a bucket of Busch Light while he's
and some chains. And some chains.
And they were real chains, man. Did you see the fight?
But I like Carson. Carson wouldn't have taken that fake knee or whatever and get hit. He would have fumbled it.
He would have thrown you the ball.
He would have taken it in the chin, man.
Carson would have fumbled it. He would have taken it in the
chin. Huh?
Carson would have been dead and unconscious by the time he tried to take that.
He would have taken it in the chin.
He would have been out for 4 weeks, and Heineke would have been right back where he was.
That's why I like Carson, man.
You don't like Carson, you liar. You were happy when they
He
got
would
rid
have
of
he would have thrown him 3 picks. He would have been
I
happy.
was
That's
probably
right.
one of the first people to ask that they got rid of him, even though I bought his jersey in 2017. Worst purchase ever.
Oh, so now can I reveal my secret as to how I felt like what made me feel like the Eagles were going to lose this week? So the Kelsey brothers have a podcast, and this week they decided to have their first guest ever, and they had Jalen Hurts. And they were there, and then Jalen and his center were having a super bromance. And I was like, this shit is going to piss a whole lot of players off when they see this shit. And they're going to hit these motherfuckers extra hard. And they're going to lose this game.
Man, I mean,
the refs gave them the game.
The division is going to be tough, man. That division is going to be tough.
Oh,
how do y'all go from like
a potential that
being
the
just
entire East division of
go.
the NFL, AFC East and NFC East might all make it to the playoffs. Entire divisions. 8 teams.
No, Washington is not. I'm sorry.
Bro,
it's possible.
Chase is coming back this week. Huh?
Do you really think that Washington will make it over the Seahawks and the Niners?
No. Washington is not
Seahawks and Niners.
Even the Giants.
One of us,
one of them is
going to be, and the other is going to be a wild card.
Yeah, no.
The only were 3 wild card spots.
As a wild card right now.
Well, I know
3 wild card spots.
Yeah, there's 3. So I don't think that
all 4 of us can go.
I don't think Washington. Wait, don't you guys even play Washington 49ers?
I don't think so. I wish we did.
Wait, who do you play on the East? The Giants?
They have to play someone, yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Now they were what, 3rd in the
Oh yeah, we do get the commies.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve.
Who, the Giants?
No, Commanders.
Commanders.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah, y'all gonna handle that, man.
I hope so. I mean,
you got this, man.
We lost.
You can't run on them like that, though.
We lost
to San Fran.
We lost to the Broncos, and Chase Young is coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be running too much.
I don't jinx it. I'm one of those people that I don't like getting ahead of myself because I always fuck it up.
All good. All right. Lions 31, Bears 30.
That was a shocker.
Oh man, Bears threw that game. Oh,
Bear down. I mean,
Fields is balling.
Fields was legit.
Fields played good. Not for that at the end.
Called it.
Fields was balling.
I told you Fields was legit, and you were telling me he needs to prove himself.
I told all of you. Forget that. I told all of you at the beginning of the season. You came at me.
He still doesn't.
Wait, he still can't throw the ball. He's still not accurate.
I didn't even go that deep. I said he'll have a good individual season, but the team will suck. And y'all said no. Now look. He's probably like the top 3 fantasy quarterback in the league right now.
Yes, with his legs.
He threw 2 touchdowns and rushed for 2 himself. So
I saw it coming. I could see.
With the legs.
It's just his front office traded away his entire defense. So what do you expect?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, the team is terrible though.
I mean, they were bad before the trade, but
exactly.
Hey, but guess who lost to him?
Oh yeah.
It was a monsoon, man. It was a
monsoon. It was yeah.
Y'all have some crazy losses, man.
No shit. Just trying to keep everybody honest.
Saints 10, Steelers 20.
Told y'all.
Wait, some of y'all picked the Saints, but I see y'all getting credit for Pittsburgh's win, man.
Yo, I thought I was the only one that picked.
It was Zeus and myself picking Pittsburgh, and
yourself.
No. I picked Pittsburgh. Hold on.
Everyone picked Pittsburgh, dog. Everyone picked
Pittsburgh. No.
What are y'all talking about?
Y'all Toon and Rex didn't pick Pittsburgh.
No,
man.
we did.
Picked the Saints.
Why would I pick the
Warriors? We did not.
Everybody.
Listen. The Saints are not that.
You know why? Honestly, you know why? I didn't pick the Saints because every time I pick the Saints, they lose. Right. So I said no more.
It's like the freaking Ravens.
I mean, I'm gonna go back and watch the last podcast. With you, and I'm gonna see.
Yeah, because I know y'all picked the Saints.
Do that.
Good job.
Put it this way.
Got one view, man.
Saints have what? Saints get the 4th pick, right? At this point of the draft.
Yeah.
Man, that thing looking so
think it's
juicy.
time to bring 30 for 30, man. Bring James back.
Bring James back, but now keep James on the bench.
As messed up as it sounds, I think Dalton is still their best choice.
Come on, man.
No.
He's past his prime.
You know football? Yeah, come on.
No, Dalton is efficient. His interceptions, most of them have not been his fault.
But Jameis has improved from when he was in Tampa. You're thinking about Jameis in Tampa. He's played pretty decent.
Jameis has a higher ceiling, but he's more reckless.
He just can't stay healthy.
Definitely.
In New Orleans.
Now that you need to win games, the last thing you want is a gunslinger, red flag guy back there.
I mean, you're just losing slow.
New Orleans.
Jameis in the game, man.
Jameis will lose that shit in the first quarter.
Yeah, then you know what you got.
All right, Texas.
I mean, we winning because
what was it?
Fourth pick.
Was that Texans 16, G-Men 24? We kind of knew that was going to happen.
Oh, Texans, man.
G-Men keep winning, man.
It's an ugly win.
They got a good running game, though.
Vikings 33, Bills 30. Once again.
What a game!
Kirk Cousins.
Your boy threw that game away.
Number one seed in the NFC when it's all said and done.
Yep. What did I say about the Bills?
Buffalo to win that game, man.
Yeah.
What did I say about the Bills, man?
They have a banged up secondary, though.
They make some crazy mistakes.
They have a banged up secondary, too.
At critical times.
How do you fumble that ball in your end zone?
Critical times.
Josh Allen is not the most consistent.
He makes
he's consistent.
Especially in
the
end zones.
Really
in end zones.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He's great. He's a great quarterback.
He
also gets carried in the end zones.
In the end zone, the reason why
he
they
gets
don't
carried
run the
away
ball.
in the end zone.
They don't run the ball.
They don't run the ball.
Whichever side of the end zone he's in, he gets carried away.
Yeah.
But they don't run the ball. Like they put everything on his shoulders.
Some errors that just don't make sense.
It's like he's good in the middle of the field, but not in the
what
end
do they
zone.
call it? Arm arrogance. Because his arm is so strong, he thinks he can fit a ball and put it anywhere he wants to.
Brett Favre?
Yeah. All-time leader in interceptions.
Man, but there are a bunch of them in the league right now. It's just that Allen has the biggest microscope. Like Burrow is the same way. Herbert is the same way. They're all the same guy. They're all just like, my arm is better than yours. My receivers are better than you. I'm throwing this shit. They're all the same guy.
Well, Herbert's not saying my receivers are better.
Herbert
is still a gunslinger. He's still going to throw that.
I think Herbert's
his receivers are all depleted.
His decision making is much better. I think
he might be the most accurate quarterback in the league.
And he makes good as much as he throws interceptions. I think his decision making is important.
Yeah, I agree. He's just as unfortunate that
compared to Josh Allen,
starting three receivers are all injured.
yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem with Herbert.
There were some crazy catches in that game, though. Oof.
Oh yeah, Jetta's joint is probably one of the most impressive catches I've ever seen.
I think it's the best catch of the season so far.
Oh yeah.
Jefferson is.
He's legit.
After Slay shut him down, he's like he's taking it out on everybody.
Yeah,
he's gonna take it out on Trayvon Diggs next week.
Oh nah, Diggs shut him down last year.
Cards 27, Rams 17. I'm the only one that called this one right.
I didn't know good quarterbacks were not going to play.
Quarterbacks were not going to
play. Me neither. Right? Actually, I didn't either, Rex. I didn't
think Kyler Murray was going to be in there.
Actually, when I saw McCoy play, I was like,
going to be Walford versus Colt McCoy out of
I was like, Rex, I was like, I don't think I picked this correctly.
And then now Zach Ertz is done for the year.
I didn't think Cooper Kupp would get hurt and be done for the year, basically.
All right.
Wait, Cooper Kupp's done for the year?
This was a mulligan.
He's having
IR.
Oh, okay. Then they're going for Odell.
For what? Why would he go there?
If Cooper Kupp is done for the year,
but they're not going anywhere. Why would he go to a team that's not going to the playoffs?
First of all, Odell came out and said that he wanted to go back, and they lowballed him. They're out of the race.
No, fuck. Then they're screwed. Then.
Yeah. No,
Odell is going to Dallas. That's the only team that can afford Odell.
Nah, he can't. He's not going to go to. I think they didn't say
New York or Dallas.
Dallas said
New York doesn't have the cap room.
Dallas doesn't have it either.
No, Dallas does actually.
You have
New York.
No, he's asking for $20 million though. Didn't
Dallas has it? New York does it. New York, because they pay Galladay. You guys forget they got Galladay. Galladay got them on the hook.
But yeah,
so New York doesn't have it.
What about Buffalo? Buffalo's another team too.
Buffalo doesn't have it either. Buffalo have a top 5 paid wide receiver already. Are you crazy?
And they paid
Dallas. You get hurt
again. And they paid Von Miller $40 million.
I think he's narrowed it down to the Bills,
No, he said
It's
Dallas and
Dallas,
Giants.
man. None of these teams can pay him. It's Dallas.
Bill
If he
G,
wants to
man.
go
He
anywhere,
goes to Dallas. He gonna break.
Yeah,
his
it was
leg
down.
again.
I think it's Dallas. 49ers, I think, are still in the mix.
Well, I don't understand why Dallas would pay him because they just got rid of.
no, this is the problem. This is the thing.
Jerry
This is the
Jones
thing.
is.
OBJ wants a 4 to 5 year contract.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams
No
are not
one is
willing to
gonna give
offer
him
him that
that.
because of his injury history.
No.
Yeah.
The only
His
team that has
age.
the cap space to offer him that is Dallas. If you look at all the other teams, they already paid the number one receiver top money. They can't pay a second one.
So my question is, why would Dallas
But
give him
he's-
that after they offloaded?
But
Cooper?
that's what I'm not saying Dallas is going to give
But
it
Dallas
to
doesn't
He can
have
do it.
Dallas doesn't have a legit person that they throw into
The only team that can
besides
is
that
Dallas.
dude.
Dallas.
Rex,
I'm not
but
saying
check
they will.
this, though,
But
check
he's not
this,
going to get
though.
that. I don't think he's
Well,
going
what's
to get
Dallas's
that
cap
now.
room right
I
now?
think he's going to get just like
Like
a short
20 million.
contract and then renegotiate in the
If he
offseason.
gets
But that's
if
what he
gets-
wants. I'm just talking about what he wants and what he
down
can
the
get.
line.
Yeah, so he may want 20 million now, but you got to remember whatever's going to hit this year is going to be prorated, and then they got the offseason, the cap going up, and everything else that they can do to get under a cap.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
One more
Could be in
thing.
it.
They're
I
not
mentioned
going
one
to
more
give it to him
thing.
unless he comes
All the
around.
teams in contention already have a number one top paid receiver. You're not going
Galladay
to
is
pay
done
two
next year.
guys.
No,
Yeah,
Galladay
Galladay is gone next year. The Giants don't have
Galladay
a.
is
The
done
Giants
next
don't
year.
have a number one receiver.
Shoot, I think weren't the Giants?
No, they have a number
releasing
one
him?
paid receiver. I'm
I
not
think,
talking about.
I think
done.
they're about to
Done.
jettison him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how much they're making, not their production.
Yeah, they're
but
about to
how much
jettison him.
cap? It depends on how much cap.
Who's
Are
going to
they
pick up
gonna-
that contract? They'll have to
Yeah.
release him. And
Yeah,
then
that's
they'll
what I'm
tap
saying.
into
No,
it.
but if
They're
they
gonna-
release him,
they're gonna
they'll
eat that
they'll
dead money.
owe
They
him a
can't
lot of
sign
money
him down.
though. There'll be
Yeah,
a
I
lot
don't,
of
I don't
dead
think
money.
they'll owe him a lot. It's been 3 years now.
Yeah, he's been there for a while now.
Nah,
so
it's
it's
two.
dead money.
This is year two. No, this is year
This
two.
is year
He's
no,
not-
no, you only signed him last year.
It wasn't
This
last
is year
year.
two. No, it was last year. It was just year two.
If they release him now, they owe him like
It's-
12.5.
No,
Yeah,
he's
this
been there
is
2
year
years
two.
already. This is year 3.
This is year two.
This is
It
year
wasn't
2.
last year.
Go and look at the contract. Is this
Someone,
year two?
someone fact check that joint real quick.
Yeah.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For once, me and Rex are on the same page. Yeah.
Nah.
But I think they're gonna release him.
Yeah, this is year 2
Yeah, this is year 2.
of a 4 year, 72 million, 40 guaranteed.
Yeah. So 2 out of the 3, I think they could get rid of that.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look at his contract.
No, they were saying if he gets released now, they still owe him 12.5 against the cap.
Next year? If he
I
gets
think-
released next year?
I think divided in the next 2 years, right?
Yeah, because it's going to go up against your cap. It's still going to go up against your cap. You can't.
They can prorate it.
Yeah, they can split
June
it.
1st cut. Yeah.
Kenny Galladay's cap hit for this year is 21 million. 2023 is 21 million. 2024 is 21 million.
Yeah, but if it's released, I think it changes, right?
Yeah, it does.
If you
Yeah,
release it,
release
becomes
it.
dead money. Dead money
Yeah,
for
no,
this year
but
is
the 21 million. What I'm
They
saying
can
is,
prorate it.
what I'm weighing is 21. It's a dead. It's a cap if he's on the team. When you
Right.
release, the dead money is not 21 million.
No, the cap hit is 21. It's not 21 million. The dead money doesn't change. The dead money is the same, but you can spread it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, so you're saying next year his cap hit is 21 million. If he's released next year, 21 is not going to count.
If
on his
he's
cap.
released, if he's released before June 1, they will still have 14.7 against the cap for
Yeah.
him.
There you go.
After June 1st.
That makes more sense,
Cap hit and dead money are different.
right?
I just read cap hit. Now I'm about to read dead money. Dead money is 31 million this year, 14 million next year, and then
that's what you should be
6.8.
looking
That's what
at.
I'm
if he's
saying.
released.
Yeah. So next
So
year
that's
is
a whole
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you look at when you release, not the cap hit.
Get
I
him.
mean, they could restructure next year.
OBJ is
No.
not going to the
Push it
Giants
into
on a
future
1 year
years.
deal.
He's not
Forget that he was
restructuring
already there and they let
because
him
of
go.
the relationship. The relationship sucks. He's not going to restructure.
Here, do you think OBJ wants to play every single game on that turf, that tourist shit? That's
I don't
another
know.
question.
Look, wait. An article came out today, and they were pretty much saying he's narrowed it down to New York Giants and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Giants.
There you go.
No,
I
that's
mean,
what
he
I
would
said.
wanna
but
go back to
I
the
said
Giants.
that.
That's
I
what
said
he
that.
He still has a great relationship with Saquon. They talk.
No, yeah. I mean, his high school coach or one of the coaches, wide receiver coach, he's known him from either college or high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
that's the team that drafted him too. He knows that.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, he knows.
he's-
He likes the city. He
The
likes
only
the bright
person
lights.
the only person he really had a problem with, I think, was Coughlin. Was it Coughlin?
Wait,
No, it was
what are
Gateman
we
or whatever
talking
his
about
name is.
here?
Get, Odell.
What are we talking about here? OBJ is looking for a team to go to. Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. Like, what conversation are we having here?
They both have good winning records. What are you talking about?
They what?
They both have good records. They both have.
It depends on who paying him the most, right?
Yeah, it's the money.
It comes down to money and comfort. And at the end of the day,
is Dak having a great year either?
Money.
Right. Is Dak having a great
still
year?
better than
is
Daniel
Dak
Jones.
going to throw him the ball?
Yeah, he is better than Daniel Jones.
He is better than Daniel Jones.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
Okay, maybe they can make that judgment on Thanksgiving when whoever wins that game, OBJ signs. Fuck that.
Yeah. I think he's set to decide this month, right? End of this month. So.
But the thing is he even healthy? We don't even know.
That's the other thing too.
Doctors have cleared him.
Well,
Michael Gallup has been cleared too. How does he look?
I mean, at the end of the day, with an ACL, it takes you at least 18 months to get back to it.
He had surgery in February or something.
He got hurt in February. He's going on like month 10.
Yeah, he has a
and
long
he's
way
not
to go.
and he's not in his 20s anymore, is he?
No,
I think he still is.
He's 30, right?
He's right on that cusp.
I think he's 30.
Odell Beckham Jr. is 30 years old.
Oh,
Let's
shit!
Go
to the Thursday night game. We got a Thursday night game to the side.
Odell and I have the same birthday. Hey.
Oh yeah, so you just had one. So what is his age before I move on to the game?
He's 30.
Oh, he's 30 officially.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Titans are at the Packers this Thursday.
That's a good game now, huh?
Ooh. That's a tough one.
Let's count the breaks, man. Titans.
I'm going with the Titans, dog.
At the Packers?
At the Packers,
Titans.
Nah, man. Prime time. Aaron Rodgers. I'm going with Green Bay.
Man, give me Green Bay, man.
Give me Green Bay, man.
The man is back.
Aaron Rodgers is back, baby.
I'm going with
it's going to be a cold game too.
Exactly.
I'm going with the Titans.
I don't trust
the Titans 2 minutes.
I don't trust Tannehill, man.
I know.
I'm going with this guy. Double check.
Quick, who you going with?
Man, I'm going with King Henry. That's the one person I'm afraid to face.
Really? You're not afraid to face Taylor Heineke?
Fuck Taylor Heineke with his fake ass.
Anyway,
jumping like
we've gone over an hour and 15.
Man, we're done. Get out of here, man.
Great discussion. Any last statements before we close out by any of y'all about the past week?
The real season is about to start, man.
Yo, doesn't it kind of feel like with the just one extra game that they put in the season that people don't really turn it on until like halfway through now?
Yeah.
Well, they don't play preseason.
They don't play preseason either, too.
So the first like 4-5
sloppiness.
I could see them going back and asking to go back to the 16-game schedule.
Are you kidding?
Nah,
they're going 18.
That's not gonna happen.
No way. The amount of money that they sell.
I'm telling you, there's too much money. It's not happening, bro.
There's a better chance going for 18.
Exactly, it's better chance going for 18 than there is 16.
They care so much about injuries. They're still playing on turf. You think they give a damn about these kids?
Even that whole turf thing, I think I could see the NFL. I could see the next owners meeting them passing the vote like, yo, everybody with turf, get that joint out of here.
Who's gonna?
Doesn't Indy play on turf?
The owners will
not
do
a
it.
worry now.
The owners will never do that.
We do play on. Oh, I forgot to do the update on our scores. Let me do that real quick.
Let's go check that clip, man. Check that clip.
I know, right?
Man, so you sure you want to check that clip because you're currently number one. You go check that. You see your error on your shit. You're going down.
Nah, he's number one because of the perfect score prediction.
Oh, that from previously.
Week.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, did you check the score this week? Because I think Sai might have gotten one. That Colts game.
No, I had 0-3, right? Sai's joke was hilarious. He had a soccer game, dog.
3-0 because both them teams are.
I totally understood your rationale. It was just funny as hell, dog. It was just funny as hell.
I would do 0-0, but I didn't think it was going to be a tie. But either way, I was wrong, clearly.
Nah, I feel you. I'm sure you're excited to come back in action. Who you play next week?
The Jets.
Oh. Rex, who you got next week?
Oh, we got the Panthers. Well, that should be easy, but we are the kind of team that will resuscitate Baker Mayfield's career because he started this Sunday.
He started?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
PJ got hurt.
Would not sleep.
Right? PJ got hurt.
Yeah, PJ got a hammy.
If Baker starts his curtains, that game is a blowout.
Maybe all those.
Yeah, that's what it should be. As the Ravens, we're gonna be like, hey Baker, you're our friend from the AFC North. Here's one game for you.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming.
Last words. Fly, eagle, fly, all the way to victory.
You are such a hater. I don't fucking know why. You must be a closet Eagles fan, but it's all good. We love you, Rexy.
Y'all bird.
Yeah, you are. You are an Eagles fan.
You are really a bird gang together.
You're not a bird gang. You're an Eagles fan, Rex. It's all good. I got more trash from you than even my own rival.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You love the Eagles. Right, dude. It's okay. You can come over when Lamar leaves y'all to go to Miami or wherever.
I don't think Jalen Hurts' job.
No, he gonna beat Jalen Hurts back up.
All right. On that note, put the crack down and let's go.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably smoking that joint with Jim Irsay.
We are gone. Hey, watch my way. Don't talk about my order. Don't talk about my order.
Hey, he's on them.
I mean, he looked like he was on crack when he was giving that.
I'm going to Ghana on Sunday. I'm not bringing you anything.
We go. Brothers, we go.